Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. It's Padres baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Zach Davies gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
So here's Jeff McNeil, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for the Mets, the third baseman, number 6.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
Yeah, and here we are several weeks into the season, and this guy has been absolutely killing the ball. I think he's got a chance to be near the top in home runs when it all shakes out.
I 100% agree, Dero. When you get this late into the season, he's not doing it with smoke and mirrors. This guy's off to a great start, and I expect to continue all season long.
Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. And right into the shift. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Stepping into the box, Michael Conforto. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, and he's the guy who drives the bus on this team, leading the team in that home run department, and he's really been the guy they look to drive it out of the yard.
Yeah, normally there are 2 or 3 guys in every lineup that you want to proceed with caution. This big home run hitter, he's the guy in this lineup you need to be very, very careful with.
Strike taken up in the zone.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
2 out, nobody on. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Down in order go the Mets. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Michael Wacha will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Michael Wacha, if he brings the straight changeup, that's his best pitch. Drafted in the first round out of Texas A&M University. Good fastball, not a great fastball. 92 to 95, more of a straight fastball. The curveball is good, but he's known for the straight changeup. If he brings that good changeup, he can shut anybody down.
Now the pitch. Tommy Pham is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Juan Lagares is on deck. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Here's Juan Lagares. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Now the pitch.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
2 balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Hit out towards second. There's Cano. Throw gets him. 2 down.
That is third. Not shortstop.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
Wacha's ready. Here's the first pitch.
At the ball.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Chopper to short. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still no score. Second inning set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Therefore it is Dozier, and that's the first out.
That is it. The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Cano, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
The left fielder, number 52.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Takes this the other way to right, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Stepping up now, Brandon Nimmo. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. As a look, now the pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. The 0-1 delivery.
At the ball. Get down, 1-1. Hey! 2-2 down.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 0-1 the count. Oh, 1 count, the pitch. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. 2 left for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in now, Manny Machado. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Machado now on 0-1. Just off the inside corner, looked like a changeup.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
2-2.
2 strikes.
Popped him up. And no one will track it down. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone. On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Settling in now, Eric Hosmer. And something to watch out for is whether or not he'll be able to extend his 8-game hitting streak. Set and the pitch.
Guys, it's awesome how the Padres always do such a great job honoring the United States military, isn't it?
Yeah, teams around the league show a lot of appreciation for the various military branches, but with San Diego being one of the biggest military towns in the country, this organization has always been one of the best at saying thank you for everything those men and women do. Every Sunday game, and they've been doing it for years, they're up there getting a chance to take in a ball game.
Yeah, and how cool is that? It's really become a staple of what this Padres organization does, and it's one of those things that make you stop and remember how lucky we are that we get to come to the yard and watch a ball game.
The 2-1 home.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
So here's Will Myers. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First pitch on its way. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Myers brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. And this is on the ground is short, could be 2. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Throw won't get him.
Usually these guys turn that 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed just a little bit. You have to be sure to get at least one out. Now we'll see if the guy on the mound can pick up the defense.
Brian Dozier at the plate. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Machado at third, Hosmer on second, Myers at first with no outs. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get. And that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
Count still full, 3-2. Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together, or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Now at the plate, Austin Hedges. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. Now the 0-1. Drilled to the right side. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Into the box now, Zach Davies, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. The 0-1 delivery. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. They get the force at the plate. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Now batting, the left fielder, Davies.
So 2 on with 2 away, and up next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge double play to settle everybody down right now. Giving up a few early runs. Let's see if he can get out of this inning and regroup.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. We played 2 full. The Padres lead it 2-0. Leading off the inning, Wacha, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Takes this the other way to right, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for 1. Over to Hosmer. A double play.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So base is empty now after the double play. And here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Pitch is popped up. Hosmer in foul ground, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They trail it here 2-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in as the veteran outfielder, Juan Lagares.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Count 3-1.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Tatis is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
A runner at first with no outs here. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Manny Machado. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game. Into the box, Eric Hosmer. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. From the stretch.
Ball.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
A man at third with 1 away. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run home run off the bat of Eric Hosmer. Number 13 for him on the year, as the Padres have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
Here's Will Myers.
Now batting, right fielder.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. The 1-2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As he'll take a look at ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and 28 RBIs. Now it's 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's the Padres 5 and the Mets nothing. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Michael Conforto.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Under it, Lagares, and there's one away.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball well outside. The 1-0. Ramos, a 32-year-old veteran, is second in the league in all-star voting among closers, so it looks promising that he'll get an invite to the midseason festivities.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Fly ball out to right field. After it is Myers. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Standing in, Robinson Cano, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
1 strike.
Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Walker Lockett answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Lockett.
Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Austin Hedges.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
The pitcher, number 17, Davies.
Coming to the plate now, Zach Davies. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. Rosario's got it, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now that's no appeal.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and up next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. 5 runs, just 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Padres down in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Off for the Mets.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Number 52.
Here's the first pitch to him. Yoenis Cespedes is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way.
Nope, outside.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Now here it comes. Hits this one hard the other way, and that is through into right field for a single.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
In there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. None out, runners at first and second. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The 2-2. And another foul ball. From the belt, the pitch. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Cespedes rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as the gap shortens to 4 now. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
J.D. Davis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
J.D. Davis.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Now that's popped up. Hosmer has room in foul territory. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, number 6.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is pulled into right. Myers with the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Ready for another shot now. Pete Alonso, runner in scoring position with UConn. On its way is pitch number 75. In there, 0-1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. And he falls behind 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Padres lead it 5-2. Robert Gesellman, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
Digging in and looking for more, Juan Lagares. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
The center fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. On a line, that's a base hit. Stepping into the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Here's Manny Machado now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in as he'll reach unsuccessfully at a slider away at strike one. We'll see if he can deliver here. Runners still at second and third with one away now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Standing in now, Will Myers. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. A 1-2 count to Will Myers. One out and a runner on second base. Turned on down the line. And the Friars won't let up as this ought to be good for extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Wow, you got to love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
Brad Brock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in now, Brian Dozier. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He was a ground out victim last time up. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin.
Ready once again, Austin Hedges. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
Three runs already home here. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0 is taken, strike one. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. 2 out here and a runner at second. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. Another full count pitch home, and he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another good half inning in the books for the Padres. These folks may be on a beach before long. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. All set for the start of the inning, and up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. This is on the ground over to first. One there. On to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are 2 gone.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Cano waits on the first pitch. Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down quickly. Still 8-2. Greg Garcia is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Greg Garcia.
Ball hit hard toward first. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
So now to the plate, Tommy Pham. He swings and grounds it to short. Rosario's got it cleanly, and that's out number one.
The center fielder, number 7, Juan.
Stepping up to the plate, Juan Lagares. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. And he misses with it, 1-1. From the stretch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over. So striding forward now, Fernando Tatis Jr. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. First and second now, 1 man out. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now a ball popped up behind the plate for Ramos, and he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The third baseman, number 20, Manny.
And in steps Manny Machado. First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1.
The 1-0 pitch. Two out, bases loaded. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit. 1 run scores. Now the relay home, and he is in there.
Yeah, man, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
At the plate now, Will Myers, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. 7th inning coming up. The Padres on top 10-2. Drew Pomeranz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 15, Drew.
7th inning ready to roll. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder. Brandon Nimmo will be next. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Popped him up. Hedges is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Brad Rock.
Jake Marisnick will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Jake Marisnick.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. The 1-0 delivery. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-0 is laid off, put in there for strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he fouls this one off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Jerry's Familia enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Jerry's Familia.
So digging in now, Brian Dozier. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Well, that's a crazy at bat right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets a third one, and he hits a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
To the plate now, Austin Hedges, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Familia primarily attacks hitters with his sinker, but not your typical sinker. He throws it much harder than most.
He's a hard guy to get elevation on. In a day and age where a lot of hitters are looking to lift and separate and get the ball in the air, he has some good sink, not great sink, but he makes hitters hit the ball on the ground, and when he's on, you'll see a lot of ground balls.
And it's a ball and a strike to Austin Hedges. And he misses 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Nobody out, runner on first. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Payoff pitch one more time. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
In now, Drew Pomeranz, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And 2 count. Here's the pitch, and this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing at stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him the cook.
Oh, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
Stepping in now, Juan Lagares. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Count is 1-2 now. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Struck him out. Padres leave a pair, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's okay.
Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
The 1-1. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting. The first baseman.
Here's Pete Alonso. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. Soft grounder left side. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Well,
The 1-0 home. Grounded softly to the right. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. And the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped him up. McNeil over to his right. 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So 1 man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. To first. He's got it. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Padres. And the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Ramos. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Now here it comes. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Fouled away. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. On deck, the lefty Robinson Cano. And here's the 3-2 from him. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey.
One out, nobody on. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
No, that's low.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
The 1-2.
2-2 now. Helpful.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pham is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The left fielder, number 52, Connecticut.
Mets down to their final out now. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
10-2 the final in this game. San Diego took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Zach Davies earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Michael Wacha worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. Drew Pomeranz takes the rare 3-inning save, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 10 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ballgame, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Petco Park, a sellout, 40,200 times. The Padres thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.